Sagittarius, welcome to my oracle reading for this week. As I told you in last week's reading, I'm not only a tarot and oracle reader. I'm also try to tell you a story about what happened in my life, how the spirit and divine's message through the tarot reader can help in my life. So I wrote the book, Journey Must Be Taken playlist. This tell a lot of storyline with the how tarot reader help influence in my life. So the story I want to tell you is recently happened just last week, right? I want to tell the next half of the story. If you want to hear the first half, and then go back to my last week's reading. So, what happened was there was my teammate tried to demand me to do a one of task. There's stand up there. What his communication, which potentially damaged my career reputation and personal integrity. And I replied back, which based on the some message and guidance from those tarot readings. So that was last week's story. Now, by end of that standoff, the authority step in and basically say that there is a standoff, let's resolve it. So there was meeting scheduled next day, and try to resolve this dispute. So from my point of view, this is not this is out of scope of the project and could potentially negatively impact on the product delivery. But from the authority point of view, they just don't want to hear the noise, right? So if the dispute is resolved, everybody is happy, so we can moving forward. Which when I approached that meeting, I was still, in the shock of this message and what potentially impact could it be for my career. So right before the meeting happened, I was happened to listen to few tarot reading, right? There are tarot reading basically list out like February 22nd, Simple Tarot published a video titled as Taurus, don't let anyone dim your confidence, not back it down. So that was one point I really have this kind of like the motivation. I'm not gonna back down. I will stand on my ground, right? At the same day, Tarot channel Water and Fire Tarot published a video titled as Taurus. What goes around comes around. It goes your way this time, March 2023. So those kind of reading are very positive to me. I think that there will be potential outcome will be positive on my side, right? But right before the meeting, I really hear the reading from the Born Without Boundary Tarot. The title was Taurus Tarot, releasing this toxic energy. So this channel, this reading basically said, hey, you are confronting this emotional loss, and you are suffering silence. That's exactly what reflects my energy, right? And it always mentioned, you you kind of try to resist it, but that's not the solution. Solution is open yourself up to this change, right? And um, so for all those kind of guidance or their opinion, so I really utilize my intuition, my inner voice, and my understanding for my own situation. Only in that case, you would make those tarot reading as your personal reading, right? So what I did is basically step in that meeting with the mind, say, I'm going to try to work with it, resolve it, and move it on, but not without any like give up any ground. So I got a sign off from the authority to proceed with what this teammate want. Uh, at the same time, they know my position, and we got that resolved. And I do say there is a positive things come into the situation, and what my concern is got addressed. So that had been said, my energy really read it out across the tarot channel on the February 24th. Good Witch Intuitive Tarot published video titled Taurus, March 2023, Choose Abundance and Big Celebration. That reading is basically categorized, like summarize what I went through. Um, so what I try to talk about my story is here. All the tarot reading happen, it actually pick up my energy. I can use as my personal reading. And one day ahead of time, pretty much like at this point, I can say, um, now the question is, how do you utilize those reading? Those reading is basically, from my point of view, is deliver the message from the spirit and the divine and the angel. You say how each part, each reading deliver one piece of information. I will need to get those information, assemble it, analyze it, and then make the decision. So that is beauty of a final product, right? So I wrote this book, A Journey Must Be Taken playlist. Is pretty much the going through this process, analyze reading, and make the final decision. It's an assembly process. So you will give you a eye-opening experience, even though it's a romance novel. Definitely read it. It's available at Amazon, Barnes Noble, and Apple Bookstore. So we are going to look from the full deck. So Sagittarius, let's get the thanks angel, divine spirit, and discernent master to deliver clear message for Sagittarius for this upcoming week. First card is divine intervention. Second card is the positive thought. So look at this. So you have a divine intervention. Spirit is carry you through your difficult time. Trust in the higher power. Second card is a positive thought. The angels advise you to focus on the solution instead of the problem, right? Sagittarius, you may in this week, experience a lot of, sadness, or the, heartbreak, or the even, discomfort with the relation within the relationship, within the work team environment, you don't find any solution for that, right? You don't feel like you have any way to exit out of that relationship, or they move your project forward. All right. But this card said, as the week come in, there is a divine intervention happening. The spirit will carry you through your difficult time. You just need to have trust for the higher power. So it's like in that mentality, as this week happened, one of a sudden you feel like there's solution for that. That's a divine intervention. Just work with this energy. How do you do that? There is a divine intervention of the, spirit will carry you, right? And then ultimately it's like yourself, positive thought, right? This angel's message is definitely have you focus on the solution instead of problem, right? You may think about problem more, issue more, difficulty more, not focus on the solution. Every difficulty, every situation always have have a solution. There is always solution for every issues. You can list out all the scenarios could deal with the situation, right? You can say what is the best case scenario, what's the worst case scenario, right? Once you figure out those extreme, you can list out much more solution than what you could do, right? So this is a Angel's quest message, right? Okay. Let me pull some card from Spirit message. Thanks, Spirit, Divine, Angels, and Descendant Master, to deliver the message for Sagittarius in this upcoming week. I'm going to pull the two cards for this. So first card is the Ancestors. Second card is Archangel Femi. Let's talk about those cards, right? So Ancestors, historic connection and the purpose, right? And next guy is hope, optimism, new beginning. So this is basically related to the way you think about the problem more, right? Not solution. If you work with this, divine will have information for you. There the way they resolve more information coming in to let you know is there you have ancestors blessing, right? Historic connection and the purpose. So you need to consider, especially reached out to the uh, the the historical connections, right? For the anyone could help you, right? So that is where in this week, this kind of energy one of a sudden come in to say, oh yeah, that person actually reach out to me, or I can reach out to this person, right? So that will have a hope, optimism, which you beginning with this kind of mentality, and as the week this energy kicked in, you will feel like hope, optimistic, right? And you'll have that kind of a new beginning. Just work with this energy, work with this energy. All right. Let's pull two cards from the Animal Oracle, right? All right. Spirit and divine angels and descendant master, please deliver clear message for Sagittarius for the upcoming week. So your first card is the Dolphin Spirit. Oh, it's we're not going to take those a bulk of a card. So your next card is the Outer Spirit. Let's talk about those two, right? So your first card is Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. Outer Spirit, you are never alone. So, you are never alone. I mean, they basically said that those energy come in. All right, you have a divine intervention, and the spirit will carry you. You will never be alone. Don't think you are working on yourself, right? You have a support from your teammate, right? Historical connections, and keep the positive attitude, right? Um, you know, dolphin spirit is actually fun, right? Uh, this dolphin is look at the spark come from the uh, from the ground and reach out. So this is and that is actually true. There is spark coming. There's a new beginning coming, right? So that will really carry you to the positive direction of here. All right, Sagittarius. Final card I want to pull one is the come from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. So I'm hoping this card can open your mind or at least give you some kind of like the idea. Maybe there's something this card talk about actually hit your mind, right? All right. So thanks, Angel Spirit, Divine, and Descendant Master for Sagittarius in this upcoming week. So you got the card of Temple of Truth, your throat chakra, authenticity, and self-expression. So this is reconfirm, right? Reconfirm the message says when divine intervention, right? Spirit carry you for this difficult time, right? And the temple of truth will come down to your this energy coming for your working through your throat chakra, right? And you beginning you have that kind of, you don't feel like there is solution. One of a sudden, right? You're not alone. You have, when you think about solution and all the people can help you, right? You have that help. That is truth, right? That is the truth, and that is this energy come to open your throat chakra so you can speak loud. You make yourself authenticity yourself. Be yourself. Talk it out. Talk through the people, right? So in this way, you are really mass your support, make your partner or make your team, make your initiative as the, this is what it is, this is what I want to do, right? All right, Sagittarius. If you like my reading, definitely subscribe it and thumb up, like it. I wish you have a blessing week, and I talk to you soon.